It's Week 12 of the National Football League. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He burned the defense a week ago for 118 yards. It's the Browns and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last
and off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a rookie 5th-round pick out of UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Thompson-Robinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 3rd and 3. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
They run with 4. Gets past 1 man. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially.
Touchdown, Browns! Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed third-rounder in last year's draft, the second-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup. Not
enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
There you go, partner. That's an old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Ridder to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. He'll get this one to Patrick. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
This is Ford. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He can't get him down. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. It's caught on the right side. Williams he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll hand it off now. Williams looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. Oh, some strong running. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is DTR. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Rashard Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Thompson Robinson now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ritter. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second down and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Perine. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Williams. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The tight end in motion right. Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Thompson Robinson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to move back in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already, they'll continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know?
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching you do it.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Ritter on 1st and 10. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Ritter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pardon me, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
First down, here's Ritter. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 58-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing, Thompson Robinson, right back to Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Cards seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Bills. The Eagles trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. They level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Working from the gun, Ritter. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Ritter.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On first down, Ritter. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns first down.
The DTR going to throw it here. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Off the play fake, Thompson-Robinson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Thompson Robinson throwing here. That's complete to Bell over the middle.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Ritter now. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Screen play set up for Williams.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Thompson Robinson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw his DTR. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book. 132 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They run it again with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do. But I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Ritter back to throw.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, Thompson Robinson now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Michael Pittman, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First down, here's Ritter. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ritter on 1st and 10. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Ritter with it after the play fake. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Williams again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Williams. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't offer him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a toss running left. Hunt. There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Bell brings it in across the formation. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They run with Ford. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Denver. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Option right, and Thompson Robinson keeps it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the Broncos now down 27-24, a minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Able to find Judy, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Ritter. Able to get this to Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Ritter looks to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone will be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Ritter. This one swung out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Ritter. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. Here's first and goal. Throwing now is Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Thompson Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Denver, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next.